Mikaela, what's your memories of the last time that you guys played a Century League Center?
Just the 2015 national championship is obviously the first thing that comes to mind, and there's so many great memories behind that. We just really played it as a unit, and so getting to go back there and to play in that environment again will be really special and fun.
What are you learning about the kind of leadership that this group needs? Is it different than what you maybe thought at the start of the summer?
I think leadership is ever evolving, and I think that our team is evolving with it. And so I think that what we needed at the summer is obviously not what we need now. And I think that at the summer it was a lot more directed and just telling people what to do and where to go. And now it's kind of just being there when they need you and not so much of telling them where to go and what to do.
What are the biggest positives you took away from last weekend?
I think the biggest positive I took away was our serving. At the weekend before, we had missed so many serves and didn't have as many aces as we wanted. And this past weekend, I think we had way more aces than errors, and so that's a great improvement for us. And so hopefully we can carry that over into Thursday.
Mikaela, you were someone that they counted on to come in and produce and play a big role right away as a freshman. Do you have any advice or guidance that you can give like Sammy and Capri, some of the people who need to play well right now?
I think the biggest advice you can come into anyone that's playing in the Devaney for the first time is just to kind of play free and know that you're going to obviously make hitting errors. Nobody's perfect, but that it doesn't matter, and just to keep moving on to the next point and to swing with confidence.
John talked a little bit this past weekend about how well last year you guys moved on to the next point and you didn't let errors kind of snowball. What's the key to doing that? How can that be replicated this year?
I think the best way to replicate a next point mentality is by just coming in after every play and taking a deep breath, whether you won it or lost it, and going out collected again so that way you can execute.
How's the chemistry developing between the hitters and the...
I think the chemistry is developing really well between Nicklin and all the hitters. I mean, obviously she's a new setter and she's learning our system just like we're learning how she sets, but I think that she's a great leader and a great setter, and that it's just evolving.
What does this match mean to you facing Creighton, an interstate rival? What does that mean in terms of just facing them?
Creighton's the biggest rival we have, and so I think going to the CenturyLink Center, they've sold I think over 10,000 tickets already, so it's obviously going to be a huge match. And so I think getting to play our in-state rival is a big deal, and I'm honestly not sure if we've ever lost to Creighton, and so that's obviously another big pressure is to go out and beat them and play our best.
They knocked off Kentucky, who's ranked 5th. Does that kind of get your attention?
Yeah, definitely. Creighton's a great team every single year, and I think that especially the past few years, they've made great runs in the NCAA tournament, and so you always have to be watching out for them, and they could be that team that gets you out of nowhere.
This past weekend, you talked about it. One of the things that Nicklin brings to the court is her energy. Is it the same kind of energy that Kelly would have had, or how is that? How are the presences different?
I think that every person has a different type of energy. It's kind of hard to describe, but I think that Nicklin's energy is definitely not the same as Kelly's, just because Kelly was so educated in the leadership role, and Nicklin's obviously a freshman and doesn't have all those years of experiences and just watching the other teams play. And so I think that her energy is maybe coming from a different light, but it's just as good.
Can your struggle, the little bit of the struggles you did have Saturday, can that be beneficial in the fact that you guys can see on tape what went wrong at times and you can fix it quickly maybe?
I think the struggles on Saturday brought a lot to light for us, just things that we need to work on and fix, but it also kind of brought us back down to earth. Like, yes, we are very beatable and that we need to go out and play every single point in every single game.
How have you seen Lauren Simmons develop this year from last year?
Lauren's put in so much work, and obviously she got lifter of the year, and so that obviously shows some of it, but then now she's playing in a whole new role. I think she's the M1, and she serves, and so that's a big role for her. And I think that also she's developed well as a leader, and so that's really helpful for us. I mean, I know for Kinsey and I that we really appreciate that because she's able to help Callie and Nesh and direct them, and
Did you work with her at all, or your tips on her serve?
No, she just does her own thing on her serve, and it works out really well for her. So, yeah.
What kind of growth have you seen from Haley from year 1 to year 2?
Haley's taken huge steps. I mean, last year she was just a serving sub, and this year she's playing through rotations for us, and she also has a great presence on the court. I mean, always bringing lots of energy, and she hustles after every single play, which I think sets a great mentality for our team that we're not going to give up on every single play.